Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Okoye, joined by Char Kirk.
What's up?
The Ant-Man and the Wasp QUANTUMANIA trailer has finally dropped. We finally get to see what we've seen at Comic-Con. Thanks so much for joining us, you guys. If you haven't already, please do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Here we go.
I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger? That doesn't make sense.
I always forget that.
But everywhere I go, people tell me the same
Oh, nice
thing.
haircut.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
People still need help, Dad. That's why we made this. Like a satellite for deep space, but quanta.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm.
Uh-oh.
Turn it off. Now!
Yeah, she knows. Oh. Oh no! Oh wow.
Whoa.
Where are we?
What?
What is that?
It's a secret universe beneath ours.
Oh
What are you so
what?
afraid of? There's something I never told you.
Oh shit, Janet.
This place. It isn't what you think.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay.
Get you home. And give you more time. If you help me. So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
Yo.
Oh wow.
I'm so happy.
I bet.
Yeah, Ant-Man's one of my favorites after Doctor Strange. Then I think Ant-Man comes next for me. Just as in terms of just like how happy I get, you know, when it comes to those installments.
I mean, it's Paul Rudd. He's pretty amazing. I love him. I love his comedy. I love him as Ant-Man. I thought that this would be especially cool for you because, you know, you live for all this stuff like
Right.
quantum mechanics, physics, astronomy, all of that, and seeing the world like that. For me, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's pretty, but I mean, I really want to hear what you feel about it.
Well, I mean, as a kid, I think we've all wondered as children if down at that level, if there was like little people, like a city. Like I used to
I
imagine.
never did.
I mean, even as this is gonna sound super weird and kind of gross, but like as a kid, I wondered like how, you know, poop was made, and I thought there was a little factory inside my body with little people making the little poop go down this, you know.
I love that.
a little
Okay,
tube
tell me more.
to the butthole or something, you know, which is not entirely untrue. It just isn't people. It's just, you know, bacteria and organisms and, you know,
Yeah.
this autopilot stuff
There's
that's
a whole
happening.
universe living inside us.
Exactly. And so these things sort of speak to my childhood in terms of what if there is like a whole civilization down at that level. All of this is to me is just fantasy. So it's fun fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I love how they've made it come to life visually, like the whole world that we see that is Kang's world, and just the beauty of the quantum realm and the various different beings that live there, and like the creativity that they've kind of used to imagine what these people, these beings would look like. It's like that sci-fi out of space stuff, except it's like teeny tiny in the
Outer
quantum
space?
realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that got me excited was, I think he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, when Michael Douglas was shrunk way down. There were like these like micro bacteria creatures, or not microbacteria, but these like little things that had mouths on it that almost ate him.
Yeah.
And he had to shrink down further or get away. That got me excited about the quantum level because I'm like, what exactly is down there? I didn't imagine that it was going to explore a whole civilization down there.
Yeah.
I thought that at that level, it was going to be, you know, more of that kind of stuff, dealing with almost like a monster film from the 50s or something, you know what I mean? Like dealing with different creatures and whatnot that they might encounter. I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking that it would be like this. This is neat in it unto itself. Like it's a whole other universe down there. I mean, I didn't read the comics, so I had no idea what we were in store for.
Yeah, it looks super cool. And I'm also really excited to just get more of Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Pym. She's gonna have to be the guide. She spent years in the quantum realm, like an entire lifetime or more.
Check
you
this
know?
out. Like this is the look that we've been seeing him.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while, the helmet and all, and the colors and everything like that.
Yeah, it's badass to see him like that. This is him in his full Kang the Conqueror form, right?
Right.
This isn't like He Who Remains, who was this benevolent
Well,
person.
the interesting thing was the very end of the trailer. It sounded like he had to make a deal. Ant-Man has to make a deal with the devil.
Or he's offered a choice at the very least.
Well, he says, help me.
So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
It feels like an ultimatum to me. It feels like he's like, listen, you can do this, what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and your world will be fine, perhaps.
Okay.
And then, or you don't, and I'm gonna wreak some havoc.
It seems like he's asking for something. Like what I'm guessing is going on here, it has something to do with Scott Lang saving the people he loves, right? And so if he gives Kang what he wants so he can save the people he loves, Kang then gets out. So it's sort of a catch-22. I think that's sort of what's going
It's
on
probably
here.
gonna be something like that,
You
yeah.
know, and so that's how the next chapters unfurl, is that Scott has no choice, but then like by him doing that, bigger chaos ensues and a bigger war ensues, but it's like
Yeah.
he didn't have a choice.
It's cool as well that we get to see Cassie kind of come into her own as well. She did kind of start the whole thing with like, oh, let me just put out a signal to the quantum realm. Isn't that so cool? And then
I think that's
like,
so much,
no.
to me, that's so much better than what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home. With Doctor Strange, casting a spell haphazardly while Spider-Man's like, no, wait, no way, how about that? No way. And I'm like,
yeah, it's kind of like that thing where the young person doesn't have the knowledge that the older person has, and
Yeah.
then it's like, oh no, whoopsie. But we do get to see her come into her own as her own hero, and like the introduction of her into this whole universe in a superhero fighting capacity, I guess.
once again, this is one of those movies I would love from Marvel to watch in 3D,
Yeah.
like IMAX 3D if it's available, just because it's such an imaginative environment and it's so stimulating to look at, it's so colorful
Yeah.
and everything. I feel like this is one of those things where I would love to see it on the biggest screen possible in 3D, so I really feel like I'm wrapped up in this world. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. Do subscribe, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. And what's your favorite movie with Ant-Man? Like, there's Ant-Man, then there's Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Endgame. Which of those is your favorite Ant-Man adventure, so to speak? Oh wait, there's a Captain America Civil War as well.
Oh, that's
But
right,
I mean,
yeah.
but he's barely in it, so.